conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, a run with Strong. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Strong. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A give running right is Strong here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lawrence. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Lawrence going to throw again. Montgomery, another targeted catch. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Straight ahead is Strong. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Second down, here's Strong once more.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 45 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Slot man moves right.
They'll go again with Strong.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Lawrence on the sneak.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Lawrence on the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jags take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer, because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on, because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Murray now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Pollard.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, and knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Second down, here's Strong once more. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Strong one more time, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a give to Strong, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A handoff for Strong. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run here with Strong. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now Strong. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Handoff, Strong, run left. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second and 12, Murray. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Murray to air it out again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Hey,
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Jaguars, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.